University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, for the next half hour we're going to be following the lead of Wackford Squeers, that much misunderstood hero of English fiction, and testing two teams on all languages, living and dead, mathematics, orthography, geometry, astronomy, trigonometry and the use of the globes. Whichever team survives will come back for more catechising in round two. Now, St John's College, Cambridge was founded in the early 16th century thanks to the estate of Lady Margaret Beaufort, mother of Henry VII, and the energies of her executor, John Fisher, Bishop of Rochester, which together turned the ancient hospital of St John the Evangelist into a college for students of theology and the liberal arts. Its buildings include a chapel by George Gilbert Scott and one of Cambridge's most photographed constructions, the so-called Bridge of Sighs over the Cam. Alumni include John Dee, alchemist and astronomer to Elizabeth I, William Wordsworth, William Wilberforce and Lord Palmerston, Paul Dirac, who was a student there, as were the actor Derek Jacobi and the comedian Hugh Dennis. Tonight's team have an average age of 19 and are playing on behalf of around 900 fellow students. Let's meet them.
Hi, my name's Jarrett. I'm from Singapore. I'm a first year reading law.
Hi, my name is Casey and I'm from London. I'm a second year reading neuroscience and philosophy.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm from Buckinghamshire and I read economics.
Hi, I'm Robin from Hitchin and I'm reading classics.
Now, their opponents, the team from the University of Reading, are playing on behalf of nearly 23,000 students. It began life with the establishment of schools of art and science in the late 19th century and later became an extension college of Christ Church, Oxford, during which time the poet Wilfred Owen studied there. It gained its charter in 1926, having received a donation of land from the local Palmer family, who made their money as half of the Huntley and Palmer biscuit magnates. They really do wear the mantle of Garibaldi. Alumni include the former Children's Laureate Michael Rosen, the musician Jamie Cullen, and Julian Barrett of the mighty Boosh fame, with an average age of 26. Let's meet the Reading team.
Hi, I'm Michael Dunleavy. I'm originally from Wakefield in Yorkshire and I'm reading biomedical sciences.
Hi, I'm Christopher White. I'm originally from Watford in Hertfordshire and I'm studying history.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Peter Burgess, originally from West Yorkshire and I'm working on an engineering doctorate in solar power monitoring.
Hi, I'm Luke Tudge, also from West Yorkshire and I'm studying psychology.
OK, the rules are the same as they always are. 10 points for starter questions, which must be answered individually on the buzzer after your names are being called. And bonuses are worth 15 points. They're team efforts. You can confer for those. If you interrupt a starter question incorrectly, you get fined 5 points. So fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Workers of all lands unite. These words appear on the tombstone of which revolutionary in London's Highgate Cemetery?
Reading Tudge.
Karl Marx?
Correct. Right, the first set of bonuses are on politicians born in 1913. In each case, name the person from the description. Firstly, the Prime Minister of Israel from 1977 to 83, the co-recipient with Anwar Sadat of the Nobel Peace Prize in 1978.
Was it Yitzhak Rabin was president? He got the Nobel Peace Prize.
I think that was the
Was it
Shimon, wasn't it?
Yes.
I don't know.
Those two.
I don't think it's Paris.
Go for Yitzhak.
Yitzhak Rabin?
No, it was before him. It's Menachem Begin. And secondly, a biographer of Aneurin Bevan and Jonathan Swift, he was leader of the opposition from 1980 to 83.
Michael Foot?
Correct. The German Chancellor from 1969 to 74. In 1971, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
It's... Yes, it is. I think it's Willy Brandt.
Willy Brandt?
It was Willy Brandt, yes. 10 points for this. In his year-end press conference of December 2004, the then UN Secretary-General Kofi Annan used what two-word phrase to describe that particularly difficult year? It's more commonly associated with a speech by the Queen.
Reading Burgess.
Annus Horribilis?
Correct. Now, these bonuses, Reading, are on medical terms. The 19th century physicians John Chain and William Stokes give their names to an abnormality in which bodily process?
You don't
Chain sticking, I think it's
Lungs?
Bodily process of it is breathing. You're in the right area, but that wasn't the answer I needed. Secondly, which medical term refers to a temporary suspension of breathing when there's no apparent movement of the muscles of respiration and the volume of the lungs remains initially unchanged?
Apnea?
Correct. Attacks of which common respiratory disease occur with the swelling of the circular smooth muscle of the bronchial tubes, sometimes inducing a state of spasm with airways narrowed and breathing impeded?
Asthma?
Correct. 10 points for this starter question. Listen carefully and spell both answers. What short words denote both the major river that flows into the North Sea at Cuxhaven near Hamburg and the island to which Napoleon was exiled in 1840?
Reading Touch.
Elbe. E-L-B-E and E-L-B-A.
Correct. These bonuses are on clerics in literature. Ambrosio, the religious figure whose career progresses from innocence to evil, is the title character of which Gothic novel first published in 1796?
Any thoughts? No? Oh, we can guess, or we can just say we don't know. Don't know.
It's The Monk by M.G. Lewis. The hypocritical Salem clergyman Arthur Dimmesdale initially denies he has fathered the illegitimate child of Hester Prynne in which novel of 1850 by Nathaniel Hawthorne?
Scarlet Letter.
Correct. In Victor Hugo's Notre Dame de Paris, Archdeacon Claude Frollo's lust for which character drives him to murder Captain Phoebus de Chateaupert?
Esmeralda?
Correct. We're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a map of Northern California. 10 points if you can name the city marked.
St John Swerner.
Sacramento.
No, one of you buzzed from Reading?
Reading Burgess.
San Mateo?
No, it's San Jose, so picture bonuses shortly. 10 points at stake for this starter question in the meantime. What four initial letters link words meaning a tuba-like valved instrument, a mild word or expression substituted for something more harsh, and the
St John Stansbury.
E-U-P-H.
Correct, yes. Youth. As in euphonium and euphemism and so on. Right, so we go back now to the picture bonuses. You'll recall the picture starter question, which none of you got, asked you to identify a town in California. That was San Jose. It's one of the most common place names in the world. Your bonuses are three other places called San Jose in South and Central America. 5 points for each country you can name. Firstly, A.
Is that Nicaragua?
No, it's Nicaragua is near San Salvador.
Okay, so that one's Panama, so it's the one next to Panama.
Costa Rica, maybe? I think Costa Rica.
What do you think? Anyone else? Okay, should we go with that? Yeah. Costa Rica.
It is Costa Rica, it's the capital. Secondly, B, please.
Belize, yeah. Belize.
That is Belize, yes. And
Colombia.
finally, the country at C.
Colombia.
Correct. Well done. 10 points for this. What letter and number designated the model of Lockheed high-altitude reconnaissance aircraft, one of which was piloted by Gary Powers? And
Reading White.
U2.
U2 is correct, yes. Reading, these bonuses are on Italian cinema. Vincere is a film of 2009 directed by Marco Bellocchio and based on the life of Ida Dalsa, the first wife of which political figure?
Garibaldi?
No, it's Mussolini. Secondly, for 5 points, released in 1999, the semi-autobiographical film Tea with Mussolini draws on incidents in the early life of which Italian director? His other works include adaptations of Hamlet and Jane Eyre.
No.
I've seen the film. I can't remember the guy's name.
I don't know. We don't know.
Zeffirelli. And finally, set shortly after the fall of Mussolini, Salo, or the 120 Days of Sodom, is a controversial film of 1975 by which director?
Antonioni?
No, it's Pasolini. Right, we're going to take another starter question now, meaning a row or cluster of lights. What name is given to the 5-day festival celebrated in October or November with lamps?
St John Stansbury.
Diwali.
Diwali is correct, yes. Right, these bonuses, St John's, are on a group of philosophers. Which European capital gives its name to a circle of philosophers who sought to reconceptualise empiricism? Formed in the 1920s, its members included Rudolf Carnap.
Vienna.
Correct. Co-founder of the circle with the mathematician Hans Hahn, which German philosopher was shot dead by a disturbed student on the steps of the University of Vienna in 1936?
I don't know then. Give me another one. I guess. Anyone.
1920s Austrians.
Let's have it, please.
Don't know.
It's Moritz Schlick. And finally, what two-word name is given to the philosophy associated with the Vienna Circle, its central tenet being the verification principle?
Positivism. Logical positivism.
That's correct, yes. Right, 10 points for this. Listen carefully. Which two words are anagrams of each other and mean the plural of the SI unit of electrical resistance and the scale of mineral hardness named after a German geologist?
Reading Burgess.
Ohms and Mohs.
Correct. You get a set of bonuses this time on Spanish conquistadors. The leader of the first group of Europeans to sight the Pacific Ocean, which of the conquistadors was summarily beheaded in 1519 after being found guilty of high treason and rebellion?
Which one? Any thoughts? Pizarro?
No, it's Balboa. Vasco Núñez de Balboa. Who died in Cuba in 1521 from a wound inflicted by a poisoned arrow. He'd earlier claimed Florida for Spain while searching for the Fountain of Youth.
Cortés?
No, it was Ponce de Leon. And finally, the founder of the city of Lima, who was murdered in 1541 by the followers of Diego de Almagro, a man his brother Hernando had executed.
I'm going with Cortés unless someone says otherwise. Cortés.
No, that was Pizarro. 10 points for this. It's a music round we're going to hear. For your music starter for the 10 points, you'll hear an excerpt from an oratorio. 10 points if you can give me the name of the composer and the title usually given to this piece from Act 3.
Reading White.
Handel and the Arrival of the Queen of Sheba.
Correct, yes. Now, you'll recall that was used in Danny Boyle's 2012 Olympic opening ceremony when James Bond arrived at Buckingham Palace for his meeting with the Queen. For your bonuses, you'll hear 3 other pieces of music used during the opening ceremony for the Olympic Games. Firstly, for 5, I want the composer and the name of this specific piece used during the celebration of Britain's maritime tradition.
Elgar Nimrod?
Correct. Secondly, the composer and the name of this song which was used at the end of the pastoral scene.
William Blake, Jerusalem.
Though Blake wrote the words, it's Hubert Parry produced the music. It's Jerusalem, as you say. Finally, the name of this film theme used during the Queen and James Bond's helicopter ride to the Olympic Stadium.
It's the Dambusters March, but we don't know who wrote it.
No, that's fine. That's all you need to give me is the Dambusters March by Eric Coates. Right, 10 points for this. Which mythical creature links the titles of the following? An Old English poem of 677 lines, an allegorical elegy by William Shakespeare, and a children's novel by E. Nesbit.
St John Stansbury.
Fairy.
No? Reading, one of you buzz? It's the phoenix and the turtle and the carpet. Right, 10 points for this starter question. Answer as soon as your name is called. Which two prime numbers, when multiplied together, give the total number of kilometres in the two events in which Mo Farah won gold in the 2012 Olympics?
Reading White.
5 and 2.
No, anyone want to buzz from St John's?
Oh,
St John's, Stansbury.
5 and 3.
5 and 3 is correct, yes. Right, these bonuses, St John's, are on astronomical errors. Firstly, proposing its existence as an explanation of the anomalies in the orbit of Mercury, which French mathematician in 1860 announced the discovery of Vulcan, a body he believed to be the solar system's innermost planet.
I can only think of Pascal was French.
Should we do that then?
I don't know anyone else.
Pascal.
No, it was Le Verrier. Interpreted by some scientists as an irrigation system built by intelligent beings, the canal lines on Mars were first observed in 1877 by which Italian astronomer?
Don't know.
It's Schiaparelli. And finally, now believed to have been either a misidentified star or an optical effect, the celestial object first recorded by Cassini in 1686 was identified by him as a natural satellite of which planet, now known to have no moon?
Mercury has no moon, does it? Venus. I don't know which.
Okay, guess. Just
Mercury or Venus?
Mercury sounds good.
Mercury.
No, it's Venus. 10 points for this. What six-letter word denotes both the open-roofed entrance hall of an ancient Roman house and either of the two upper cavities of the heart?
St John's, Stansbury.
Atrium.
Atrium is correct, yes. Right, this set of bonuses, St John's, are on calendar dates in which the day of the month is the same number as the month's position in the year, such as January the 1st, February the 2nd. In each case, give the date, month and the year of the following. For example, November the 11th, 1918. Firstly, the Battle of Puebla, at which Mexican forces defeated a French army, thus denying Napoleon III the means to intervene in the American Civil War. It's celebrated in both Mexico and the USA.
It's 1862. It's thereabouts before the Battle of Sedan. I don't know the month of the day.
Okay, should we take a guess?
Yep.
762.
7th of July, 1862.
No, it's the 5th of May, 1862, the Cinco de Mayo. And secondly, the start of the Normandy landings during World War II.
6th June 44.
6th of June, 1944.
Correct. And finally, in George Orwell's novel, the first entry in Winston Smith's diary.
Is it 1st of January? Was that too obvious? Should we go with that? 1st of January, 1984.
No, it's the 4th of April, 1984. 10 points for this starter question. Jibril Farishta is the main character of which controversial novel first published in 1988?
Reading Touch.
The Satanic Verses?
Correct. This set of bonuses is on zoology. An absence of nuclei in red blood cells, a middle ear formed by 3 ossicles and a lower jaw hinged directly to the skull are distinguishing characteristics of which class of vertebrate animals?
Go with mammals.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. Mammals, mammalia.
Mammals is correct. The term eutheria refers to which broad group of mammals distinct from monotremes and marsupials?
Everything else. Warm-blooded ones. What? Warm-blooded? We're all warm-blooded, aren't we? I have no idea what the name is, but...
No.
They're placental mammals, or placentalia. One of the few venomous mammals, which monotreme is the animal emblem of the state of New South Wales?
Okay, platypus, duck-billed.
The duck-billed platypus is correct, yes. Well done. Now we're going to take a second picture round. For your picture starter, you'll see a photograph of a European politician who assumed office in November 2004. 10 points if you can give me the name of the person and the office.
Reading Burgess.
It's Juan Manuel Barroso, and he's the President of the European Commission.
I'll accept that because you got most of it. It's actually José Manuel Barroso, but that's close enough. I didn't actually need his first name. Right, so we're going to follow on from that with 3 more EU politicians. In each case, I want you to give me their name and their office. Firstly, for 5 points, who's this? He took office on the 1st of December 2009.
So that is Herman Van Rompuy, who is the President of the European Union. I think that is his title.
Yeah. It's Herman Van Rompuy, and we think he's President of the European Union.
No, he's President of the European Council. I can't accept that. Secondly, who's this? He took office on the 17th of January 2012.
No idea. I don't even know who he might be. No one? No.
It's Martin Schulz, President of the European Parliament. And finally, name this person and the portfolio she holds within the EU Commission. She also took office on the 1st of December 2009.
No, it's not Fish Lady, and it's not Climate Lady. Oh, no, it's not Beckett. It's the foreign lady. Baroness something, isn't it?
It's not Baroness Varsi.
No, it's not Farsi, but it's Baroness something.
Oh, Ashton.
Baroness Ashton, and she's the EU's foreign minister.
I'll accept that, yes. High Representative for Foreign Affairs, that's correct. Right, 10 points for this. Spoon, direct pull, roller lever and coaster are among types...
Reading Burgess.
Brakes, bicycle brakes.
Correct, yes. Right, your bonuses this time are on cities of the Indian subcontinent. In each case, name the city from the description. All 3 end with the same 3 letters. Firstly, a city in Uttar Pradesh at the confluence of the Ganges and the Jumna, originally known as Prayaga. Its name, given by the Mughal Emperor Akbar, means City of God.
Do you know what a city in India? I think it's Bangalore, a bit far south, isn't it? Any thoughts? You know cricket. Come on, name a place where they play test matches.
Come on.
Bangalore.
No, it's Allahabad. Secondly, the largest city in the state of Gujarat, around 450 kilometres north of Mumbai. It's often said to be one of the world's fastest growing cities.
Hyderabad is much further south. It's the Gujarat is. I think it begins with an R.
What? Hyderabad.
No, it's Ahmedabad. And finally, a major city of southwest India on the Deccan Plateau. It is the capital of Andhra Pradesh.
Where do the Deccan Chargers play? We'll try Hyderabad again.
You'd be correct. There's about 4¼ minutes to go, and there are 10 points for this. Behemoth, cherub, jubilee and leviathan are among English words that derive ultimately from which language of West Asia?
St. John's young husband.
Hebrew.
Correct. These bonuses are on novels whose titles contain a word from the NATO spelling alphabet, for example, A Passage to India. In each case, give the title from the description. Firstly, a novel by Anita Bruckner set on the shores of Lake Geneva. It won the Booker Prize in 1984.
Hotel du Lac.
Correct. Secondly, a novel of 2009 by Nick Hornby, in which an obsessive music fan receives an advance copy of the eponymous album by his favourite artist, Tucker Crowe.
High Fidelity.
No, it's Juliet Naked. And lastly, a children's book of 1964 whose characters include Mike TV and Veruca Salt.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Correct. 10 points for this. Presenting 19 series of talks himself, which scientist inaugurated the Royal Institution of Great Britain's annual Christmas lectures in 1825?
Reading Dunleavy.
Is it Faraday?
It is Faraday, yes. These bonuses are on members of the Westminster Parliament. In each case, I want the Scottish Council area in which the following MPs were elected in 2010. First, for 5 points, Michael Crockett, Sheila Gilmore and Alistair Darling.
Darling's Edinburgh, isn't it? He represents an Edinburgh city of Edinburgh. Edinburgh?
Correct. Second, Saming Campbell, Thomas Doherty and Gordon Brown.
Fife.
Correct. And finally, John Thurso, Danny Alexander and Charles Kennedy.
Oh, that's like way up in the north, like Highlands Islands, maybe. Is that a council area?
I don't know, I was thinking West Lothian for some reason.
It's like way up north. It might be Highlands Islands.
It does seem to be.
Highlands and Islands?
No, it's Highland is what the council's called. Right, there's about 2.5 minutes to go and 10 points for this. In mathematics, what is the lowest common multiple of all the prime numbers between 1 and 6?
St John Stansbury.
30.
30 is correct, yes. Right, these bonuses are on chemistry, St John's. The carbonate of which metal is used in the treatment of manic and depressive mood swings?
Lithium.
Lithium.
Correct. Mixed with a smaller amount of ferric oxide, the oxide or carbonate of which metal is the major ingredient of the pink astringent calamine?
Guess.
Quickly.
Copper.
No, it's zinc. The green mineral malachite is a basic carbonate of which element?
Guess quickly. Magnesium.
No, it's copper. 10 points for this. The single-word English name of which European country begins with 4 letters meaning symbol of authority of the House of Commons?
St John's young husband.
Macedonia.
Correct, the Mace. 15 points for these bonuses. They're on Henry Ford. In which state was Henry Ford born in 1867? He based his automobile business there and ran unsuccessfully for a US Senate seat in that state in 1918.
Michigan.
Correct. During which decade did Henry Ford establish the Ford Motor Company and pioneer mass production, such as the assembly line?
1910s.
No, it's the 1900s. For what reason did Ford charter the ship Oscar II, setting sail for Stockholm with like-minded supporters in 1915?
Supporting Nazism.
No, it wasn't. It was to end World War I. 10 points for this. Published in 1952, which novel by John Steinbeck features the brothers Caleb and Aaron
Reading Dunleavy.
East of Eden.
East of Eden is correct, yes. These bonuses now are on a god Reading. The lyre, the tortoise and the staff, known as the caduceus, are among the symbols associated with which god? The son of Zeus and Maya. He's the second youngest of the Olympian gods.
Maybe Asclepius?
Quickly.
Asclepius?
No, it's Hermes Mercury. The maternal grandfather of Odysseus. Which son of Hermes shares his name with a rogue in Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale? Come on, let's have it, please.
No.
It's Autolycus. Hermes carrying the infant Dionysus is a work by which Attic sculptor of the 4th century BC? I'll tell you, it's Praxiteles, and at the Gong, St John's College, Cambridge have 120, the University of Reading have 180. Well, we'll have to say goodbye to you, I would guess. 120, I'd be surprised if it's one of the highest losing scores, but I think we'll be saying goodbye to you. Thank you very much for playing with us, though, St John's. Reading, we'll look forward to seeing you in round 2. Congratulations. I hope you can join us next time for another first-round match. Until then, though, it's goodbye from St John's College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
Bye. And it's goodbye from the University of Reading.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.